Hello, welcome to Chef Richard's Kitchen. I'm Chef Richard Miller. The holidays are coming up. It's just the ending of fall. The leaves are coming down. Thanksgiving's just around the corner, and after that's coming Christmas. And one of the favorites that people make around this time of the year is cranberry sauce. And so that's what I thought we'd base this episode on. I'll just show you an extremely easy way you can make your own cranberry sauce. You don't have to buy the cans anymore, unless of course you want to, but this will give you a really good way. I'll show you how to make it. First off, the ingredients. I'm going to start out with 3/4 of a cup of water, and we're going to let this kind of come to a boil. We're going to take 12 ounces or a small bag of cranberries, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through these and we're going to pick them over, and we want to make sure if there's any bad ones in there or anything like that, we want to make sure they're out of there. Then we want to go ahead and wash them off and just drain them. Don't have to dry them, but just drain them. Alright, we're going to have a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to put in about a teaspoon or so of orange rind, and then we're going to go ahead and cut the orange and put in a 1/4 cup of orange juice and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So let me up this a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and put in the cranberries. And we're just going to leave them in there until they start to boil. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our vanilla, brown sugar, and orange zest and orange in there. And then we're going to go ahead and put them down to a simmer. And what we want to do is simmer them until these cranberries are very, very soft. Then we're going to take the potato masher and we're going to go ahead and smash them down. We'll just let them simmer like this for a while. That will get the pectins out of there. And the pectins are what makes the cranberry sauce thicken. So, alright, let me go ahead and I'm going to turn the camera off for just a little bit here so you don't have to wait for this to come up to a boil. So, I'll be right back. Alright, now these are just starting to boil. So what I want to do is I want to put in the rest of our ingredients. We'll put in about a teaspoon of orange zest, our brown sugar, and our vanilla extract. And I'm going to stir them around. Now let's go ahead and cut and juice our orange. And now here's our orange juice. So, alright, these cranberries are getting nice and soft. So let me go ahead and take the potato masher. Oh yeah. And you don't want to smash them all the way like you do mashed potatoes, because that will take all the texture out of them. Alright, so here we go. We have our cranberries pretty well smashed now. We have all our ingredients in there, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to let this sit for a while on a very low simmer, and let's wait for it to thicken up. So once again, don't go far. I'll be right back. Okay, our cranberries have been simmering this way for probably about 20 minutes, and let's take a look and see what they're doing consistency wise. What you should be able to do is put in a spoon and watch them come out and pour off into a rather thick but not gelatin type either. And when you do that, like you just saw here, they're done. Now, one last thing we've got to do before we pronounce them good. Very good cranberry taste, very, very good consistency. You can taste the orange, you can taste the sweetness. You don't necessarily taste the brown sugar, but you do taste the sweetness that it gives. The vanilla, the orange, and all together it's blending and melding very, very, very well. So here we go. I think we've called it a success. Now what we want to do is we want to take this out and we want to go ahead and pour it in a little Pyrex dish. And here we are. We just made cranberry sauce. It didn't take more than probably 30 minutes to make it, and that includes washing the cranberries and squeezing the orange. And here we are. It tastes absolutely delicious. To me, it tastes a lot better than the cranberry sauce you get out of the can. But I'm sure the makers of the cranberry sauce in the can are going to argue with me about that, but that's my opinion. Anyway, give this a try, please. It's really good. The holidays coming up. Go for it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Give me a comment. Send me an email at chefrdmiller@att.net. And once again, thank you for joining me. Take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next episode. Remember, until then, cooking is fun. Enjoy it. Bye for now.